Hey superstars, welcome back to Master and Learn It, where numbers really make sense. Are you ready to crack a new code today? In this video, we're gonna learn cracking the code of how to multiply any decimal number by powers of 10, like 10, 100, 1000, 10,000. Those are what we call powers of 10. So what do? The cracking the code is pretty simple. All you need to do is to move the decimal point to the right. So that's all you need to know. When you multiply decimals by a power of 10, you move the decimals to the right according to the number of zeros. So let's just get right in. The first question says 0.42 times 10. So the first question I ask myself, since I'm multiplying decimals, I move to the right. 10 has got 1 0, so I just need to move one place to the right. Do I have enough places to move to my right? Yes, of course I have two places here. So I'm going to rewrite my number 042. Remember, the comma is right here, so I'm going to move one place to the right, which is 1. So my comma is now here. And remember, you can't write a number as 4.2. So we have to drop down this 0. So our final answer is 4.2. Pretty simple, isn't it? Let's try the second one. The second one says 39.2 times 100. And remember, when you multiply by powers of 10, we move the decimal to the right. So in this case, 100 has 2 zeros, so I have to move 2 places to the right. Okay, so let's check. Do I have 2 places to the right on this number? After the comma, there's just 1 place. So what do? We always give a 0. Just give it a 0. So let me write it like this. This is 39.2. Since there's 1 place, I want to have 2 places. Just add an extra 0 there. So now I have 2 places and 100 is 2 zeros, so I'm going to be able to move 2 places to the right, okay? So rewrite your number 3920, and remember your comma is right here, so you want to move it 2 places. Let's move it 1, 2. Our comma is right here, so the final answer is 3920. Let's try another one. Here is a tricky one, 0.002 times 100. But since we're a maths detective, this is pretty simple. When we multiply decimals, we move the decimal point to the right according to the number of zeros. So this 100 is 2 zeros, so I have to move my decimal point to the right 2 places. But do I have enough digits, 2 places to move to the right? Of course, I have 3 of them. So what I'm going to do, rewrite the number 0002. And remember, when you multiply by 100, you're going to move 2 places to the right. So my comma is just here. Let's move 2 places. 1, 2. So my comma is just here. So would you write a number as 000002? Please remember, your comma is just right in front of this number. You don't have to drop this 0. So I'm going to drop the first 0. Drop the second 0, but this, if I drop this 0, it's just gonna look like 0.2, and which doesn't really make sense. So do not drop this 0 to leave your answer as 0.2. Let's do a tricky one now. The tricky one says 1.2 times 300. Is 300 a power of 10? No. Because power of 10s are 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, 100,000, million, 10 million, as it goes. So 300, how can I make 300 a power of 10? Remember, 300 means 100 times 3. Like 500 means 100 times 5. 700 means 100 times 7. So here I'm going to say, okay, I can write this as... this is my sum 1.2 times, writing this as a power of 10, it's 100 times 3, because 100 times 3 gives me back 300, isn't it? And now that we have everything that we need, we can now use all the laws that we've been doing to say, when you multiply by powers of 10, you just have to move the decimal to the right according to the number of zeros. So in this case, I have 2 places. And does this number has 2 places? No. So what do we do, by the way? We said you just give an extra 0 so that you have the equal number of places that you want. So I'm going to write this as 1.2, add an extra 0 to have 2 places because I have 2 places that I want to go to. So let's move. When you multiply by 100, you're going to move 2 places. So I'm writing 1, 2, 0. Remember, we're going to say times 3 at the end, times 3. So moving my decimal point 2 places is right here, 1, 2. So my answer is 120. And finally, I have to times it by 3. 3 times 0, that's 0. 3 times 2, that's 6. Use that 6 there. 3 times 1 is 3. Use that 3. So your final answer is 360. So I want you to try this by yourself. 0.4 times 40. Is 40 a power of 10? Drop in the comments and let's see how many Maths Ninjas did this one right. See you in the next video.